everybody. This is a video from a collaboration from my friend Jonathan Adar. He is reviewing the IWMless and how he installed it. So
Hello, Apple
enjoy.
enthusiasts. Today I have a very special video for you. I was asked by Uncle Bernie from Apple Fritter, who has recently cloned the IWM chip, or in his case the IWMless, L-E-S-S, because it only works in the Apple IIc. Today I'm going to show you this, and this is a video that is an add-on to Javier Rivera's video that he did. He already showed the installation of this. What Bernie has asked that I do is show a fitment video, because this, and you can probably see it, is a very low profile socket where this IWM chip is now sitting in. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to install the drive back in and show how it fits and does not interfere with the drive, because as you can see, there are metal leads sticking out of the IWMless chip, the gold leads, that potentially could short out if it doesn't fit properly. So I'm gonna go off camera here for a second and start setting up to show you how I will install this with the drive and chip. So went off camera and I came back on, and here's what you'll see. The IWM chip is now wrapped in Kapton tape, which is high temperature tape that is used on PCB boards to protect things from shorting or bodge wires and so on and so forth. This is what it looks like in the roll. And I've used it to cover not only the leads, as you can see, but I've covered the whole PCB and the replacement chip, as to not short anything out. As you can see, there are resistors and capacitors on the top of this chip, and do not want anything to be shorted out by the metal on the bottom of the drive. Now let's look at the fit. Now let's look at the floppy drive and the placement where it goes in relation to the new IWMless chip. As you can see, this is now upside down. We're now turning it over, and we are placing it back in the system very carefully. I'm trying to show you where it goes in relation to the chip, which is why I'm holding the camera. And what you'll see here now, and I'm going to show you, it's a very tight fit in there, but ultimately you can see there is a gap between the metal housing of the drive and the IWMless chip. However, that's why you put the Kapton tape on, because what I'll show you next is when you start to clamp down the screws, the gap may go away. I'll start putting this back together, go off camera, and come back and show you what it looks like after I have the screws tamped down. Now that I've tightened down the screws, it is a very tight fit in there, and I am pretty sure that there is no gap. I've tried to put a 3x5 card in there to see if I could gap it out between the drive and the IWM chip. Now, I will say it's not lined up exactly, so I can't tell for sure, but I don't think that the rack of the drive or the side of the drive is touching the chip, and there is a lot of void underneath the drive. But again, that's why we use the Kapton tape to mask over all of the metal contacts on the top of this PCB, so that for sure there will be no shorting of this chip when or if it does come in contact with the drive. So that's that. I can't really, again, show you much more than that, but you probably can see the leads in there, and you can see the drive. And I don't think they're touching, but ultimately, better safe than sorry. You need to use the Kapton tape.